Hello, Recovering Perfectionist. I'm Claire Riley, and you're listening to episode number 71 of the Recovering Perfectionist podcast. Today, I am going to go through 5 quick things that will make your Facebook page more engaging for your audience. You can get all of the links and the show notes at claireriley.co/pod/71. This is the Recovering Perfectionist podcast, and I'm your host, Claire Riley. Alrighty, so I spend a lot of time with Batshit Crazy and everyday Facebook page content course, and also with my VIPs talking about how to create beautiful, engaging content for your Facebook page. So today I wanted to go through some other basic things that have to do just basically with the settings of your Facebook page that can help to make your page much more engaging and inviting, and so that people who visit your page kind of get a really good feel about who you are and what you do and how they might want to work with you in future, without having to ever let you know that they're even looking, which feels really safe for most of us. So I'm just going to go through some of those things. We won't go too much into content, but I just want to go through these other elements first. So in order, I'm going to talk about the cover image that you use, your profile image, the about section, the other sections that you have on your page, and then finally we will touch on content. So let's jump in. So first of all, your cover image is prime real estate. So this is the first thing that people will see when they come over to your page. So if you're active in a lot of Facebook groups and you're doing promos and posts and tips and questions and you're engaging there, people will often follow the breadcrumbs to find your page and come and check you out and stalk you from afar without having to really engage with you, or without you knowing that they're engaging with you. But this is a really important part of the passive customer journey where people are starting to learn about who you are and what you do and why they might want to work with you. So your cover image is a really, really great place to start because it gives you a whole big kind of bit of space where you can introduce what you do. You might want to do a little video, which is just a slideshow of some of your products and services. You might want to use it for a specific promotion. So I usually change it up with every new freebie. Every time I do a webinar, I change the cover image on my Facebook page to be a promotion to that webinar with a very specific call to action to sign up for that webinar. And then when the webinar's finished, it goes back to being something else. But it's something that you can change as often as you like and make it really dynamic and usable. This is also really great that if people are visiting your page on a regular basis, it doesn't always look vanilla. It's not looking exactly the same every time they rock up. Yes, there needs to be the same elements and the branding and style with things like your color and your typography and other branding elements that you have in there as well as your face. But it doesn't have to be the same stock standard reiteration of your name, for example, which is already on your Facebook page. So keep that cover image in mind when it comes to promoting things and changing things up and really talking about whatever it is that you want people to know at that very time. The second thing is your profile image. Now, this is arguably the most important place that people will see you, because when you're interacting on your page, in other people's groups, in other people's pages, in your group perhaps as well, they are seeing your profile image. So my preference, and most people's preference, is to use a photo of your face in this space because we want to connect with you as a person, right? There's lots of other places that you can use photos of your face, but having that connection makes it really clear who we're dealing with, and it's really great for that know, like, and trust factor as well. So if that's available to you, I would absolutely recommend using a picture of your face in your profile image. If not, it could be your logo, as long as there's lots of your face everywhere else on your Facebook page. So that's that one. The next one is your about section. Now, this one is really underutilized, but there's some really gorgeous styling and formatting tips that you can do in your about section. So you can almost have it like your about page on your home page, where you introduce a bit about who you are through the lens of what matters to your audience. You can also talk about why you're here. You can introduce some of the ways that people can work with you. You can have links. You can also have other images of yourself in there as well. And it's just a really nice place, as I said, for those people who might find you elsewhere and kind of follow the trail back to your Facebook page. They can get a really great understanding of who you are and what you stand for, and maybe a bit about who you are as a person rather than just as an entrepreneur or in your business, without having to interact too much and let you know that they're there. It's just a really nice bit of real estate to do that. The next bit is having really easy navigation. So similar to with your website, we want it to be easy for people to find the information that they're looking for. If you have a business which runs a lot of events, for example, you might want to move around your navigation buttons so that the events is the second thing after the home, after the general page. Or you might have a shop on there and you might move that so that it's front and center. If you are a business that has a menu either of food or services or something like that, you might want to put that first. So you can actually go into the settings of your Facebook page and rearrange the order in which people see all of those navigation buttons. And you can also add new buttons in that might be more relevant and new sections, and you can take ones out that don't matter as well. So have a bit of a play around with that. What we want to create here is something that looks and feels like you and your brand, but mainly that makes it really easy for your audience to do what you want them to do and to navigate where they want to go around the place as well. So have a look at your navigation buttons and your sections on your Facebook page and move them around as you need to. The last thing, as I promised, is around up-to-date content. There's nothing worse than engaging with someone in a Facebook group and going and having a sneaky look at their Facebook page and seeing that they haven't posted anything for 6 months. You start wondering, are they still relevant? Are they still here? Are they even still running their business? I'm not really sure what's going on here. And they're more likely to bounce off without taking any action, such as liking or following or engaging with any of your posts. If you have up-to-date relevant content that is contextualized to what you do, it might send them over to your blog. It might give you, you'll hopefully have some promotions in there, which are about free and or paid products. You might have some tips, certainly a lot of photos of yourself so that they can get a real feel for who you are and what you do and that sort of thing. They're definitely more likely to engage with your content if it's up to date and relevant. So they're my top tips for making your Facebook page settings a lot more engaging for your audience. I hope that's been really helpful. As always, I love to hear back from you. And if you have any questions or you want to get these, the show notes or check out any links, you can head to claireriley.co/pod/71. Love to know if there's any follow-on questions or if you've made any beautiful changes as a result. Bye for now. See you on the next episode.